Coming up, after a long, hard slog, the house finally nears completion.
Which one's your favourite, Inns? All of them.
And I go back to Wales to see if Stu and Nikki have managed to realise their dream.
So this is it, what do you think?
It's been 4 months since Stu and Nikki embarked on their mission to transform their standard 60s house into a fabulous family home. They're really making a mark on its humble history.
No one's really sort of given the house the love that it should have had.
And that's what we felt quite strongly about, didn't we?
Her 60s designed bespoke tiles have now arrived, but they haven't been cheap, setting the budget back a massive £900. But was it worth it?
I feel really, really pleased that we went for this and did it. Given that it's not a typical 60s kitchen, this is really going to sort of put the icing on the cake, I think, for it.
The layout of the tiles is carefully mapped and Nikki's making sure there are no mistakes.
You could feel the concentration in the room.
I haven't concentrated as much as this on the whole job.
Wow, what do you think? Look.
Wow.
What do you think?
I like the dial on the back.
Which one's your favourite, Inns? All of them.
After all the trials and tribulations, the work is all but done. The builders pack up their tools and return the finished house to the family. This was an enormous project for Stu and Nikki, but they never lost sight of their goal. They've managed to add the space they needed and yet still create a stylish home that fits in with the other 60s houses in the area. Inside is, I think, a huge success. They've achieved the space and feel of a designer 60s home. Period features such as big windows, strip wood flooring and even stone cladding have been added and restored. Yes, they had to compromise in the kitchen, but mixing the 60s geometric tiles with a modern minimalist style has achieved a fantastic look on a restricted budget. All over the house, they've really spent wisely, splashing out on a few choice features to maximise the 60s designer feel. But with all this quality, they've ended up coming in 10% over their £70,000 budget. I, however, reckon it's worth it. Now I'm back to see if they're happy with their new home.
It's fantastic, isn't it? Very imposing.
I know, it's huge. We keep...
It's bigger than we expected and we're just so pleased.
You go over the plans, you see the drawings, you talk about it a lot, and nothing prepares you. It shows that you don't have to accept, I suppose, a bog standard extension. Not that there's anything wrong with that, but it shows if you want to go that extra, you know, you can.
Oh, yes.
This is it, what do you think?
I love it, but then I always like when you can actually see through 2 floors so that you get the drama of the full height of a building. I mean, this is 60s, isn't it? I mean, this is just so 60s, isn't it? And it's beautiful. Lamp.
Do you remember those lights we saw in London? Yeah. And it was getting that impact of something massive there.
It sort of felt, is it?
Yeah, it's a contemporary version, isn't it, of what we saw?
I think it's absolutely fabulous. I really love this. Again, you've got another double height, you see what makes it so beautiful. And this drop here, I love this. And because you have this odd corner, you've turned that V into
a feature.
Yeah, and a really spectacular, probably the prime feature of the house, I think. Now.
I know.
And it's nice because you'd think maybe you'd go one whole wall in wallpaper, but actually that little strip is all you need, isn't it?
Yeah.
And another very precise strip, which we were talking about the 60s, all these very precise lines and...
Exactly.
Yeah.
It's fantastic. It takes all those elements that we perhaps didn't realise that the architect had worked on a 60s build, such as the skylight, the mezzanine floor, the wood cladding, the openness of the windows, and it's just pulled it all together. Everything I think we tried to do in a 60s house is here.
Well, you just instantly say what a fantastic living space, don't you? It's huge. You said it was huge. You had
great, isn't it?
This extension, and this floor. Look at it.
Really perfect match to what's in the existing house. So
yeah.
We're really pleased with the way the floor has turned out.
I can't believe the size of this room. And then this kitchen. Look at this. I mean, it's just really beautiful, isn't it? You've got all these wonderful white cupboards, very straight lines. These tiles, they're lovely.
They give a real 60s vibe, don't they?
You must be chuffed to bits with it.
It looks amazing.
We wanted to stick to the 60s theme, but also we're living in the 21st century. So I think it's great that we've put that stamp on it as well. yet remain completely sensitive to the era it was built in.
So what do you think of your new house then, with the new extra bit built on the side?
I like it because it's bigger.
Because it's bigger.
Nims, what do you like about your new house?
Fairy.
Hey?
Fairy.
Fairies?
Fairies is the main extra that you get, and worth considering, I think, if you're going to do a renovation. Look, thank you very much for letting us watch you do the renovation. I think you've done a fantastic job.
Thank you.
And I have a last gift for you,
Oh, wow.
which is your house history, which is everything that we've learned about your house. And you'll find that there is a gap at the end, a few pages left, because, of course, you're now going to write the next chapter. I'll leave you to it with the kids.
Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. Lovely to see you.
Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Cheers. Thanks very much.
Enjoy your house.
Bye.
Just goes to show what you can do with a bit of imagination, an efficient workforce, a very tight budget, but a lot of bravery. Why shouldn't you live in a 60s house?